Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon, and I end up alone. I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls impolite in the club every night. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Hollywood perfect.
Anyways, I never claimed to be a painter, okay? So do not judge me. But yeah, I definitely got some runs, but customer wanted it painted, so and he didn't exactly give me a perfect radiator to work with, but whatever. It is red now. And stepping up my wiring game a little bit. Just evolving, you know. Don't know why. I think the switch is bad, but you can see it actually. The thing I really wanted to point out is none of these, they were just shoved in there, you know. None of these were sealed. None of these had silicone on them. None of them. You know, that had some mud in it, which is why it stayed. Well, that wouldn't, but whatever. So, as you can see, the nuts are still on these bolts. And the radiator's over there. Why? Because he didn't put the washer right here that is supposed to pinch. Yeah, it's, you know, so, right, you're just going to pull right through that. I mean, you know, if anything, you should have put the oh, well, I'm not even looking at okay, well, that's not a washer. My bad. So, anyways, I thought that was, but you need, you know, to have this. I mean, look, you can just, you know, there I go again, not really looking at what I'm shooting. But so you need a washer on the other side of this piece. You know, right there to keep this and that from sliding off. Because as you can see, I didn't even have to take the nuts off to take the washer off, to take the radiator off. Okay, next point. No, okay, I can't, we're not going to pull on that right now. No silicone. No silicone. This isn't even silicone to the thing. Oh, wait, hold on. I can't show you right now, but there is no seal in the airbox. No silicone. I mean, just, you know, look, no silicone. You're supposed to put, okay, this is on the other side. So, you're supposed to put, you know, silicone in here, just a light layer, so that way it completely seals up, because you've got a flat surface, and you've got a not perfectly flat surface. Okay, it's not freaking rocket science. And he had, one second, switch holes. Oh, okay, well now y'all can see, switch holes. Okay, well, if you know, the 570's got a box. What did he do? He just, you know, that. Now, that's just, that's unacceptable. You know, and he didn't even put the bracket back on here. You know, the hinge bracket, whatever goes here. I need to keep looking at my screen so I know what I'm. But what was I going to point out? I don't know. So I know the wiring looked like jack. I didn't even know. But you know, now you know I've got the wiring run up actually into the loom. And, you know, so that way you're not seeing it. And then I got my power tapped into the block. I actually have my ground for the left and my ground for the right. So that way I've only got this one power wire. And really can't, okay, yeah, I can kind of, don't want to pull on too hard. So I've got a zip tie to keep them together, and then heat shrink just to keep them together a little more. So what else? Tighten that. I don't even know if these, I hadn't even, well, at least these silicone something, or maybe these were, it doesn't show it has glue. Give me a second. as much as I wanted that to come off, I think they glue them. I would hope RidgeRunnerATV glued that. Okay, so there's no pre-filters to keep any of the dust from coming into the intake and the intake of the exhaust, intake of the belt. And so when I got this, it wasn't. You'd start it up, it'd idle for a second, it'd die. You know, just kept doing that. Well, you know, I made a. So here is my fuel pressure. So you know, just screws on there, and that is actually, you pull this down. Well, anyways, you pull that down, pull that out. I'm not going to do it right now because I don't feel like wearing fuel. And then that will actually slide in there and lock. And I'll show you how I made this in another video. It's actually super simple. I thought about buying a whole new injector block, and cutting it up, but for a couple dollars cheaper, I made one. And I can actually make two because I've got the other side over there. Would have been easy if that would have just fit. I mean, you can see that he really stressed these out. He over-tightened the hose, crushed the hose. So I had to cut all. Let's see, there's an end. Here's an end. I know I got another end under there. I got another end somewhere. But anyway, so there was no silicone in. Oh gosh. So it's still wet, still drying. So I siliconed all the ends of those, and oh yeah. So one of the main reasons this came in, besides everything was all jacked up and he wanted me to go through it, is it was getting hot. And you know, so imagine the radiator's here. So I burped the lines, you know, nothing changed. Fan was working. Radiator was not getting warm on either side. I was like, okay, well that's not right. So this probably has something to do with it. And this is why I don't like these. I like to use the brass because, you know, I mean, you can get air through there, but, you know, water's not going to flow. And it's just, you know, this is supposed to be straight. So I put a little steel brass insert somewhere. Oh, yeah, it's right up there. And, oh, and another thing, he had it. So imagine this. You've got this piece coming up, right, say in that direction. And yeah, of course it's not going to stay there. So you've got this piece coming up, and it's sitting about like that. You've got this piece right here, and the reason why it's bent is because the hose is going back that way. Oh, you know, so why the hell didn't you just cut off that much? And that way you're not putting your hose in a bind, you're not putting your fitting in a bind, and it looks like, you know, like here you can see it goes straight. Duh. You know, like there's the piece that I went ahead and just wrapped it with electrical tape to keep the hose clamps from rubbing on anything. I didn't over here, but you're not supposed to have snorkel stuff over there. But dude run one of these air tubes right across the top of the engine, so which I'm just gonna, I don't know. I may move it over here, I may not. Not 100% on that. Don't little things like this just piss you off? So the switch is, hang on, let me, so you can see it's kind of sticking out, and it's not staying in. This is the switch that the customer provided, and it just, yeah, not great shape, because, you know, as you saw, I think I showed y'all that, I don't know, but yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and swap that out for him. So easy swap.
Hollywood perfect. Hollywood perfect. Ain't got no place to call my own. Feels like I'm better off alone. So sad inside and hopeless. These Hollywood hoes never notice. I got